Ladies and gentlemen, live on this Facebook Live day. What is today, Paul? The 9th? Yeah, as a Red Sox fan, every day every month that has the 9th in it, I call it Ted Williams Day because Ted Williams was the best Red Sox of all time, and his number was 9. Okay. All right, there we go. A little useful information for you, Cassie. But today we are very fortunate. The manager, from the North Scottsdale office of the lovely state of Arizona. We were just talking about that. Ladies and gentlemen, Cassie Mueller, welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody.
Can you hear my studio audience? There's like 30 people behind me.
I know. I'm impressed.
Thank you. And they love you. All right, so Cassie, listen, tell us a little about yourself, how long you've been in the business, all that good stuff, please.
Oh, gosh. I feel like I've been in the business probably forever. I'm a dinosaur. I got started actually back in California in 1997. I started as a real estate assistant to some top agents in the Bay Area. And so I've always kind of had a knack for organizations and systems and processes. I started producing out there. My first house was a luxury sale. It was back in, probably 2000, a $2 million sale. So I got right into the luxury business. And from there, moved to Arizona, stayed home with the kids for a bit, kept relevant by transaction coordinating. And when my son was old enough, hit the pavement running and got back in the business.
Yes. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I knew that you were going to be awesome the minute Shirley, because let's face it, Shirley was awesome. Shirley Small, everybody. Yeah. And absolutely. When Shirley under her wing, I'm like, this is going to be good. Because let's face it, Shirley, who's now retired, my little joke is when I teach somebody is I taught him everything he knows, but not everything I know. No. So you know what? No wonder. Okay. So you had a California license, which that's like the toughest. I've taken 3 tests, 3 different states. That was by far the toughest test. But I hear that Arizona's a pretty tough test too, isn't it?
It is pretty tough. Yeah, absolutely. But I guess for me, coming from California, it was a lot different because I kept thinking I had to, disclose everything, sign everything, kept asking my broker, are you sure I don't have to do this? I really feel like things need to be different.
Yeah.
So it's a lot different, a lot looser than coming from California. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, and yes, I agree. But the one thing I liked about California is that you're like an individual agent. You sign everything yourself. California and Nevada, everything goes to the broker. It's really like the broker's business. And business, where California, you can run your own little thing. Of course, you got to be making sure you cross all your T's and dot all your I's. That's why everything is more stricter there, I believe. But, coming from California, especially the Bay Area. Now, be honest, okay, when you hear somebody say we have a competitive market in North Scottsdale, does it make you chuckle a little bit compared to where you came from?
It does, but at the time it wasn't the same market California is now when I was there. But I do have family that still sells real estate in California, and I know that our market here in Scottsdale is actually really comparable to what's happening out there.
Yeah. There's a lot of people have. I mean, the appreciation and everything in especially the Bay Area. The prices there are absolutely ridiculous. And then look at North Scottsdale. North Scottsdale was the North Scottsdale area #1 appreciating market in the country last year at 32.3%.
It was. In fact, you know what? Just before this meeting, I was working on our budget for next year. And we were at the start of the year at 760,000 average sales price. And right now we are at like 920,000.
Wow.
So it's a huge appreciation in 1 year.
Yeah. Let's face it. It has been a crazy year in real estate, has it not?
Mm-hmm. It's been amazing.
Oh, Iona wants you to know that you're her favorite branch manager of all time. She just wants you to know.
She's my favorite sales manager.
Oh, good. All right. For those who don't know, they're in the same office. All right, so that's
And
great.
she literally is like on the other side of the wall right now. So
Are you in the glass conference room?
no, I'm in my office.
Oh, you're in your, I was going to say, because that would be way too distracting with that glass wall right there.
Yeah, it would be. I'd have everybody pressed up against the glass, like making faces and stuff. That's how we treat each other here.
Yeah. You guys have a great time. I love going to North Scottsdale. You guys have a great time. You have all kinds of. Well, why don't you tell them who's on your team there and what they do, just so they know. We know Iona is the brand a sales manager and so forth, and tell them about the rest of the ladies that you have there. They're all awesome.
Oh yeah, we have a really great team support staff here. With Ayanna, she's our sales manager. She's really fantastic at training our new agents. We have a really great 60-day boot camp that all of the managers here in Arizona helped collaborate and put together, and Iona executes that and does a fabulous job getting our new agents up to speed. We also have Wanda Grand. She has been our branch transaction administrator here for, gosh, over 5 years. And she's literally held down the fort through several managers. And really, she is a branch favorite of most of our agents here. And then we also have Kristen Yagade. She's our front office manager. She sits at the front desk, and she's the first eyes and first ears, I guess, that people see when they come into the branch. And she runs all the operations up here, answers everyone's questions, and we have a lot of fun together. We're a really great team, and we
Yeah.
just really
You,
dynamic and collaborative. That's for sure.
you said her first name is Kristen, right?
Kristen,
Yeah,
yes.
kind of cut out for a second. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, good. All right, and it is a dynamic team, and you guys do a tremendous business, and I love your social media, campaign. You guys do a great job there too. I think that's awesome. I know Iona does a lot of it too. So all you guys together make an awesome team. Plus, let's face it, you have a dynamite location there. That location is awesome in North Scottsdale.
Yeah, you can't beat it. It's just right in the central area as you're going up the mountain to all of our luxury communities,
Mhm.
and pretty close to the main artery of the 101, and where all of our restaurants and nightlife are. So we are very blessed to have such a great location for sure.
Yeah. It's a wonder why, a lot of these people from, California, Minnesota, Washington, they get off the plane and they want to check out Scottsdale, North Scottsdale. To me, it's just a no brainer to pick that area.
Mhm.
Incredibly new, clean. I love the desert landscape there. It's just a tremendous part of the world to live in. Would you agree? Obviously, you live there.
Oh, absolutely. And quite honestly, it feels like I'm on vacation every day. My drive into work, I drive along Sonoran Desert Drive, which is pretty much a desert drive the whole way, and I see the hot air balloons,
Yeah.
taking off in the morning and landing at night along the sunset, and it's just beautiful. I feel like I'm always on vacation.
Yeah, it is a great area. I remember my first trip there. I actually drove because I wanted to drive through the desert. Being from New England, it was very interesting for me to drive through the desert, 112 degrees and so forth. And I thought, what if my car breaks down? Well, let's just not think about that. And I remember my first time there, you guys had one of those killer rainstorms where the sand actually comes into the road, like happens every 5 years. I was like,
The
wow.
monsoon,
Yeah.
yep.
Anyway, all right, good. Yeah, it's a dynamite area, folks, and I don't need to sell you guys on it because you guys live there and the appreciation's incredible. And it looks like, we started going really fast end of last year, beginning of this year, kind of leveled off, but it looks like I'm hearing 110,000 over asking just on one of my coaching calls this morning. Okay, in Scottsdale for a 900 and something $1,000 house, they offered over $1 million and didn't get it. So it appears as though it's really picked up again there in the last few weeks, huh?
It has been. It has been. So I would say we slowed, if you even want to call it that, maybe normalized.
Mhm.
But we still are getting those multiple offers, lot, thousands of dollars over asking price. It's the homes are going overnight, and this is really a change of pace for especially the luxury market up here in North Scottsdale. Prior to the pandemic, we were probably the slowest moving market for home sales. You know, it take an average of 30 days to sell a home. Very rarely did you have multiple offers. And over the last 18 to 24 months, it just now we're one of the biggest moving markets in the valley. Is the luxury market, which is really amazing.
Yeah, I think your luxury market for transaction numbers, never mind average sell price, but for average sell price has gone through the roof. But even transaction numbers in the luxury market, I think last year was a record, and I think this year has already beaten last year. Same with Vegas, same thing by a lot, not just by a little either, by a lot.
Yeah, normally we don't really compete with our other offices as far as units. But this year, like I'm always blown away when they call our office as moving on up with the units, but
Yeah.
because it's really on fire.
Yep. Yeah, you're talking about the reports we get. Yeah, I know it's great. I love those reports, Todd. Dude. I think they're a great idea. A little competitive factor is always good, and then you got to know where you are too. I think it's
Yeah.
important. Know your numbers. How do you know if you're getting better? Right, you got to know your numbers. So that's great stuff. All right, as a manager, that's the office, that's the market, that's the so forth. Now, if I'm an agent, all right, now that you're in that office and you've been there for a while and you're coaching some of the best agents, I know that for sure. If I want to maximize this game called real estate, especially in today's market, give me two or three. Now let's go with three, like I always do. Three things that you would have them focus on to maximize their business.
Well, number one, always, whether it's today's market or the market 3 years ago, it's always maximize on your sphere of influence.
Right.
The National Association of Realtors says that 70% of our business comes from our sphere of influence. And I think, especially in today's market, it's hard for our agents. We're so reactionary to the whirlwind, and we're not really thinking on focusing on our staying top of mind with our sphere of influence. So I would definitely say that managing your sphere of influence, staying in touch, making those calls, utilizing the VAC with the drip campaigns and the neighborhood reports, anything you can so that you're staying top of mind and don't take for granted that your people are remembering. That's what you do. So that's the number one thing I think for today's market is stay on top of your sphere of influence. And then the other thing I would say would be cultivate your referral relationships, especially here in Arizona. We have so many buyers coming from out of state and out of places. So really know your resources in other states. Set up referral relationships with other Berkshire agents in other states. If you have a sphere of influence out of the state, really work those leads to your highest potential.
Awesome. Yeah, it's true, especially with our little tri-state deal, California, Arizona, Nevada.
Mhm.
I know there's a few agents, Dick Crawford comes to mind, but there's a few others that really work that market well. And you will do a bunch of repeat and referral business or referral business with other agents as long as you're paying attention. Because let's face it, especially if you're from especially where you're from originally. I mean, the Bay Area, we got a lot of people moving from here, from there to here, San Diego, even Orange County. Because let's going home there for a number of years, you can pay it, you can sell it and buy a house there, buy it cash, and keep the rest of the money. To have a great retirement and so forth. And a lot of people are choosing to do that because the cost of living is so much better. So having those relationships with other agents makes perfect sense. Okay, cool. So we've got keep your sphere up to date. Talk to them. Email. With our drip campaigns that we have with the VAC 2.0. Ridiculous as long as you take advantage of it. Okay, keep your referral business going with other agents and so forth. And what else? Anything else you can? And a last one that you could give them to think about in today's market or in market in real estate, period.
Uh, Also, just remember that we are trusted advisors in our industry. So, whether it's other agent referrals, keep up with your other referrals, whether it's lender partners,
Mhm.
title partners, other trades, because really what our sphere of influence is, and this kind of goes to working with your sphere of influence,
Mhm.
is they really want those connections
Right.
and to be connected with other people. So I might not get a phone call today asking if I could list their home, but somebody in my sphere of influence might reach out to me and say, hey, I want to do a reverse mortgage. Who do you recommend for a reverse mortgage? And I'm going to know the perfect person. And I just always want to stay top of mind
Right.
to the people in my sphere of influence and be the person they reach out to, no matter what
Right.
their needs.
Right. So when I hear you say trusted advisor, I think all of that and know your market, right? Like they could call you for a reverse mortgage. They could call you for, I want to refinance. They could call you for a number of reasons. But even if you're sitting in an open house and someone walks in, right, you should, like the numbers that you quoted about, the average sale price has gone up this much. There are this many homes on the market. So know the numbers in your market as well, because
Absolutely.
right? When you
Hmm.
talk to anybody, the only reason, right, Cassie, the only reason they would hire you is because they believe that you know more about the real estate business than they do, right?
Absolutely.
So
Yep.
you stay up with. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was agreeing with you.
Okay, cool. By the way, Heather is also saying hi to you. Heather
Hello,
saying,
Heather
is it Butelman? That's how you say it, right? Butelman?
Buttleman.
Buttleman. Like I was saying, Heather Buttleman. Please try to pay attention, people. Buttleman, not Butelman. All right, Heather. All right, so I can't see with my glasses on anyway. Even with these glasses on, I think I need new ones. All right, so any other words of wisdom that you would like to give us, Cassie, about your area, maybe the Berkshire Hathaway brand, anything else you can think of today?
Uh, Words of wisdom about our area. No, I think we covered the market. I know that we are, we're a highly desired area that people are moving from other states. Also, other businesses are coming here. We have a lot of really big, like semiconductor businesses coming in throughout the valley. So we're also a destination for businesses. So I think that you can expect to see nothing but growth over the next couple of years in the Phoenix and Scottsdale areas. And so really that's why I feel like setting up those referral relationships and having somebody that you trust is really the key moving forward here in Arizona.
I love it. No, you sound like the ambassador to Arizona. I love it. No, it's
Yeah.
true too. You are the
Hmm.
ambassador. You're one of the
I
ambassadors.
am.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
I think that your state, the state of Arizona, makes it really easy from a tax standpoint, from a business standpoint. Plus, you guys have all kinds of room, to
Hmm.
grow, right? So your state makes it really good for businesses to go there. So does Nevada, but Arizona, Arizona has a more of a well, you're the fifth largest city in the country, probably soon to be fourth. I don't think it's far off. Okay,
Well,
and
something else to say about Arizona too, like a lot of people think that it's just all desert, and but we have a lot of really pretty mountainous areas.
oh yeah,
We're just opening up a branch in Prescott. So Prescott's a really beautiful town. Rachel Brooks is the manager up there. We have a large market. I have an agent here in the office, Patrick Clark. He works Flagstaff. In fact, he was just telling me that he went $75,000 over asking price on a home in Flagstaff yesterday, and he wasn't sure if he was going to win the bid. I haven't followed up yet, but that market up in Flagstaff is really booming as well.
Wow, it's like almost on key. As soon as you said Patrick Clark, he just typed in, "She's amazing." I think
Hi,
I was going to put.
Patrick.
Wow, that was perfect timing. Did you guys plan this? No,
No.
no, it is live, so you couldn't have. Yeah. All right. No, I agree 100%. That there's so much opportunity in Arizona. It's really just begun. I call North Scottsdale, the new Orange County. Now,
I
I
love
don't
it.
well because I see, the you know the the real estate there, the cars. I mean, people move to Arizona. You can tell they're doing well, especially in the North Scottsdale area, which is the upper end of Arizona, soon to be even upper. It's going to continue to go up because these people where
Mhm.
they're coming from are selling their houses for so much more money and their cost of living. And when they move there, that's why these prices are like, wow, I get all of that for this, and they're offering over asking cash just to get it. So I think that's going to continue. I think it's going to continue for a while. Now, when I say that, people go, I don't want it to grow that fast because I live there. Well, I don't think it's going to grow so fast where it'll be unrecognizable, but it is definitely a growing area. And the
I,
planet's getting, we're producing more people every day. They got to go somewhere.
mhm.
All right. Well, Cassie, I just want to say you did awesome today. You were incredibly informative. It was wonderful. Really enjoyed having you here today. For everybody else, we'll see you soon,
Yeah.
Cassie.
Bye, everyone.
All right, we'll do it again soon. Thank you.
All right.